Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song. It is so beautiful to see all of you streaming into the room on this sunny, sunny Saturday. Hello to all of you wherever you are and whatever time it is. It is day 1497 of the Daily Antidote of Song brought to you by our wonderful friends at Carpe Diem Arts. Big round of applause for them. And we are so glad to be in the room today with fabulous, fabulous singer, songwriter, artist, Lara Herscovitch. I realize I didn't actually ask you how to pronounce your last name, Herscovitch.
That's very close. That's as well
Very
as I can.
close.
Did great.
Hey, I'll take it. But before we hear more from Lara, it's time to say hello to everybody in the room with us today. First of all, a big hello to all of our live streamers out there joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Hi, live streamers. Hello to our fearless leader, Jojo Rossi of Carpe Diem Arts, joining us not in Tacoma Park, but in a beautiful park today on the road. Hi to Lara, our artist of the day in Connecticut. We'll hear more from you soon. Hello to Arlene in Berkeley, California. Kathy in Colorado. Hello to David and Elsie in Oakland. Susan G. Hello, hello. Hi to Deli. Hi to Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Jim, hello. And hello to Caroline in DC, Linda in Concord. Hello to Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. Hi to Bob. Hello to Jim Harkless in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Hello to Linda on Orcas Island. Bob in Massachusetts. Hello to Benet in Berkeley, California. Loris in the UK. Storm in Massachusetts. Marcia in Ontario. Hi to Annette in California. Hello to Aloysius in Massachusetts, still connecting to audio. Hi to Martha. Let's see who else we've got here today. Hello, hello to Sandy in Western North Carolina. Gary in Massachusetts. Kay in Texas. Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. Donna in Brattleboro, Vermont. Kat in Vermont. Louise in the UK, and I think that that's everybody that we have right now. So, what do you say, folks? Let's jump in and give a big, warm Carpe Diem Arts welcome to Lara Herscovitch. Hello, hello. How you doing, Lara?
Oh, hello. I am so happy to be with you. I've been kind of cooped up for the last couple weeks with this like non-COVID coughing thing, and I'm so just hungry for this kind of connection. Thank you for having me and
Oh,
for
thank you for being here. We are so glad to have you back. So, this that's actually a really perfect segue into the song because that's kind of what the song is about.
a little bit. And the last time I was here with you with Carpe Diem Arts, with you, Aaron, and you, Joe, and everybody was when we were still in lockdown. And so it
Yeah.
feels like this feels like the right song to share with you. It's called Italian Balconies. I'm going to review your parts. There's two different parts that you're going to sing along, hopefully. And in very, very short, this was inspired by all of those people in Italy who in December 2019, January 2020, they were in lockdown before we were in the US. And so many people took to in the face of that fear and grief and confusion and loss and heartache, opened their windows and stood on their balconies to sing to each other and with each other and for each other, not unlike here at Carpe Diem Arts. So you have two different parts. And the first one is simply E. So you're going to channel your like inner Italian chorus member. And literally all you have to sing is E. I'm going to do a loop of it so that you can sing along with that. Pick whatever note works for you. And yeah, let's get into it. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that chorus, of which you are now a member. That's your first part. All right. And stop that. Your second part is similar to that, except you're going to sing, "What If We Were Still?" And we can talk about that after, but it's just what if we were still, same thing, like pick whatever note works for you, and it's going to be over whatever I'm doing. So you're going to go, what if we were still? What if we were still? start singing. What I noticed in the US, which was thank you signs on paper plates, painted hearts on wooden crates, hands against a window pane, showing how much love remains. While you're singing, what if we were still, what if you want to like ponder the meaning of this song? It's both, what if we were still, full stop, with like a punctuation mark at the end of it, whether it's a period or an exclamation point or a question mark is up to you. The other meaning is, what if we were still ... Like, what if we were still holding each other in the way that Carpe Diem Arts is holding us and bringing us together, and so on. Ready? Here we go. Italian Balconies. Milo, see it snowing. We're going nowhere. Quickly, Milo, show me how to sit still. Been so busy doing things that all fools will. Every clock is broken, everyone's vertigo, swimming in an everlasting plastic sideshow. I miss the quiet of a quarantine, any forest talking to the trees, and bridging all the lonely, singing from Italian balconies, singing from Italian balconies. Swimming Istanbul, and we could see the bluest sky over China for the first time in such a long time. Every clock is broken, everyone's vertigo, swimming in an everlasting plastic sideshow. I miss the wisdom of a quarantine, any forest listening to the trees, and bridging all the lonely, singing from Italian balconies, singing from Italian balconies. Remember when we said we'd never go back, never go back. Remember when we said we'd never forget. Still Thank you for singing along.
Wow, Lara, that is a really powerful song and a really beautiful song.
Thank you.
And it's one of those unique songs that really does pick you up and just plunk you right back down into that place. It's one of those songs that is such a powerful storytelling of history. And I think something that has really struck me about seeing the world now is how all of us all across the world got a peek into the lives of some people that is normal for them always. For some people, the pandemic didn't change hardly anything. That was just what their lives already were.
Mhm.
And now we've all, or a lot of us, have gone back, and how quickly we already forget that that is still just what people's lives are sometimes for health reasons or physical reasons or other any other reason. That's how it stays, and that's how it always is. And I am so glad that programs like this and songwriters like you and people like everyone here in this room are still here and are still in a community like this, and that there still are spaces like this. Because I think a lot of people got a taste, a taste of what if the world was starting to build itself towards my lifestyle and towards what I have to do. And a lot of that has gone back away. I'm really glad that we didn't go away for
Yeah.
them and for us.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing those. The like emotional reaction and cognitive reaction. I remember how many people used the language of "I can't wait to go back to normal," and my
Mm-hmm.
feeling was and still is that like normal in so many ways is broken and
Yeah.
unhealthy for the planet, for individuals, for community connection, for all of that. And I was really excited, and I remain excited for all of the lessons that were like on offer to learn. I literally kept lists during lockdown of like, what do I miss? And as important, what do I not miss? So that
Yes.
if I made it through, I could kind of reemerge in a healthier way. And
Absolutely.
I stand by those lists. So if you don't already have your own, I encourage you to maybe make some. And yeah, it was that like, when do we get normal? Like, no, can we please not go back to normal? Like, let's move forward into something that's healthier where we get to like lift each other up and
Yes.
just remember a better balance ecosystem wise, both in terms of humans and all the natural resources and creatures around us.
Yes. Absolutely. And the fact that there is no back to normal. There is only forward to whatever we're in now. We
Yeah.
can't get back the people we lost. We can't get back the years. We can't get back the things that are gone, and we can't unlearn what we know now.
Yeah, which is like
We shouldn't.
simultaneously, I wrote a different song, which I'm not going to play today. That's like trying to hold both of those things, like
Yes.
to hold. It's called gravity and grace, and like to hold to hold what feels hard, to hold the trauma, to hold the war, to hold the pain and the suffering of the world, while also holding this like connection and the way that we can link arms and make choices toward healthier todays and healthier tomorrows and more connected todays and tomorrows, and to somehow find a way to hold both of those things because they're both always true, I think is one of the
They
great
are.
like magic tricks that we're all trying to pull off. I That song, the mantra in that song of what if we were still, what if we were still, what if we were still, excuse me, was originally inspired by a poem by a friend of mine named Genevieve Walker. So I'm creative director and editor of this community leadership program blog. The website for that is CLP New Haven, which is our greatest, one of our greatest cities in Connecticut. she wrote a post for it called "What If We Were Still," and she was reflecting on her lockdown experience and saying, and like reflecting about how, I remember that moment too when the pace, all the pace, like the pace started picking up. And again, this is true for those of us who had like the privilege of sitting still, like healthcare workers and teachers and parents didn't have that kind of privilege. But she had the ability to be still. And she was saying, gosh, now that I'm kind of back to the new normal, what if I were still gardening in the middle of the day with my daughter, in the
Yes.
middle of my grief, in the middle of my sadness, helping plants grow? And it really touched me. So when I recorded, I produced a music video directed by Isaiah Providence, which is on my YouTube channel. If you would please go watch it. He produced such a beautiful music video for it. When we
It's
gathered
stunning.
friends together to film, we were trying to figure out like what should we be doing, and we literally were kind of journaling on what if we were still blank. And so you can see people in that music video. And if you go to YouTube and just search for Lara Herscovitch, you will find me. An uncommon name, obviously. And so you can see people's answers. And I'm curious, like, what would your answers be too, of like, what if we were still, so that everyone was answering things like forgiving, loving, lifting up, you know, the beauty of what teachers are doing and what healthcare workers are doing, and what if we were still singing with each other. And again, like, I just so value this space and what you're doing. And every single day that I want to do a marathon for 3 days so that we can be together on day 1500. Like, how amazing that you're bringing us together in this kind of connection through music. I'm just really grateful for it.
So am I. So are all of us. And on that note, I think let's bring the music back. Would you sing us that whole song again before we
Do it.
go?
Only if everybody promises to sing along.
Oh, they'll sing along. You'll hear them.
Thank you for having me. All right, here we go. We're going nowhere. Quickly, Milo, show me how to sit still. Been so busy doing things that all fools will. Every clock is broken, everyone's vertigo, swimming in that everlasting plastic sideshow. I miss the quiet of a quarantine. Any forest talking to the trees and bridging all the lonely, singing from Italian balconies, singing from Italian balconies. Dolphins swimming Istanbul, and we could see the bluest sky over China for the first time in such a long time. Every clock is broken, everyone's vertigo, swimming in that everlasting plastic sideshow. I miss the wisdom of quarantine. Any forest listening to the trees and bridging all the Remember when we said we'd never, never go back, never go back. Remember when we said we'd never, never, never forget.
Thank you so much, Lara. That is such a strong and palpable reminder of what things have changed and what things haven't changed and
And like
shouldn't
what is
change.
possible, right? It's meant to be like, okay, it's a choice point and we all have choices and there's still a way to find our way towards healthy interdependence.
There absolutely is. Now, before we say goodbye, do you have anything that's exciting coming up or anything that you want to tell us about before we go?
Well, thank you for that invitation. I want to thank everybody for being here on, on all of the other 1,496 days. And thanks for coming to the 1,497th day to be here with me. You can sign up for my e-list. Like I'm always out and about playing. I play solo. I play with a terrific trio. I'm writing a new thing that I'm really excited about. So you can sign up for my e-list on any page of my website, which is just my name, Herscovitch.com. If you Google anything close to that, you will find me. And I would recommend that you go to my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/Lara Herscovitch. Again, you can get there from my website. I've had the great fortune to work with amazing animators and filmmakers to create all these terrific official music videos, which there's not nothing that makes me happier than the kind of Venn diagram overlap between different art disciplines and the way that these filmmakers have decided to visually show what I'm writing the music to try to communicate. So please go to my YouTube channel. And if you would do me the favor while you're there, there's a little red button that says subscribe. It makes such a big difference to help the algorithm encourage other people to also subscribe. And it's all word of mouth. So I look forward to our paths crossing in IRL, as we say. And I'm just really grateful to be back with you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Everybody, please go check out all of Lara's stuff. It's all in the chat. Please subscribe to her YouTube channel, subscribe to the Daily Antidote YouTube channel as well. And we are so eternally grateful to every single artist, every single host, every single audience member and community singer who comes in here continuously, even now. Thank you all so much, and it's time to say goodbye. First of all, a big goodbye to everybody who joined us out there on the live streams. Thank you so much for watching. We love you even though we can't see your faces. Thank you again. Massive thank you to Lara Herscovitch. And thank you to Arlene in Berkeley, California, Kathy in Colorado, David and Elsie in Oakland, California, Susan G in Cincinnati, Dan in Vienna, Virginia, Jim, goodbye, goodbye to Caroline in DC, Linda in Concord, Mass, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, Bob, goodbye. Goodbye to Linda on Orcas Island. Bye to Benet in Berkeley, California. Goodbye to James in Victoria, BC, Anne in Knoxville, Ruth and Clive and Phil in Birmingham. Goodbye to, I only see one curly top, but all the curly tops. Bye to Pauline in Newcastle in the UK. Goodbye to Hoda in BC. Goodbye, goodbye to Jojo in New York, somewhere on the road. Bye to James in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Goodbye to Isabel. Bye to Lars in the UK. Goodbye, goodbye. Let's see who else we've got today. Goodbye to Annette in California. Cricket, and goodbye to Mabel in Massachusetts. Goodbye, goodbye to Storm in Massachusetts. Bye to Delhi. Goodbye to Gary on the road in Mass. Marcia in Ontario. Goodbye to Bob in Massachusetts. Goodbye to Martha. Sandy in Western North Carolina, Donna in Brattleboro, Vermont, Kat in Vermont, Louise in the UK, Carol in Connecticut, Fred in Silver Spring, and of course also goodbye to William, who is with Pauline today. Goodbye to all of you. We love you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.